Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video, and today we are taking a look at Red Faction Guerilla. Why? Because it's really cool and it means that I can go and do stuff, well, like this. So, Red Faction Guerilla, what is it and why should you care? Well, Red Faction Guerilla, it's a really old game. It's so old that I actually remember watching the ad for this growing up and actually really wanting this game because it looked cool at the time, and I was right. It is a cool game. But why is it a cool game? And who cares about this game that's probably, what, 10 years old? Maybe older? Just do a quick Google search in the background and actually find out how old it is, because I'm generally kind of curious. Why should we care about this really old game? Well, there's a simple factor about it. As you may have noticed, I'm breaking stuff. Yeah, I'm breaking buildings. Got explosives lined up. Okay, 2009, so 11 years old. 11 years old. Well, the hat trick of this game, or the party trick, whatever you want to call it, is basically every building you see in this game. Yes, from this walkway to those buildings over there to these. It is 100% destructible. Meaning you can blow apart stuff. But more than that, you can take it apart piece by piece. You've got multiple ways in which you can do this. You can blow stuff up. You could drive a car through it. You could take a sledgehammer to it and, you know, watch it slowly crumble blow by blow. Now, of course, that's all well and good, but what good is it? You can only destroy tiny little buildings or something like that. Here's the thing. This game doesn't just feature tiny little buildings. I can't show off the big stuff straight away because I wanted to show off the campaign before I started showing off the rest of it. But these are the starting buildings, the things that you first encounter, you know, so start getting an idea on what the so-called Geomod engine can do. Now, the Geomod engine is essentially what's THQ and Demolition at the time created in order to make their destructible scenery in the Red Faction game, starting off with Red Faction 2. Now, Red Faction and Red Faction 2, they were very cool. They could blow chunks out of stuff, and if you blew enough chunks out of stuff, well, then the scenery would be detached from the rest of the place, and it would fall, you know, like it would in real life. Well, come 2009, and they decided to step it up a notch. So each one of these buildings here, they are made of multiple pieces. They are made of inner and outer walls. They are made with struts and structural beams. Which means, if you were to say, put up a whole bunch of explosives and put them near all those structural beams and then, say, blew up the whole bunch of explosives, it means it'll collapse in on itself and crumble quite satisfyingly. Which is sort of where this game just comes into its own. Destroying stuff piece by piece, but also destroying it realistically. You know, like earlier when I opened up with blowing up a smokestack, well, the thing with that is, this game, is they have actual physics. It's not just, oh, blow it up so it must crumble to a million pieces. If you say blew up the side of it and it fell over, it falls over in one piece. It will smash as if it was a huge smokestack that was getting blown to pieces and collapsing and hitting stuff. That's the reason why it breaks up, because it's got sudden shock. Anyway, what I'm doing just to start off is showing a bit of the actual, you know, open world part of this, because this does have a nice campaign. It's quite fun. But that's not really what we're here for. It's more of I just wanted to go ahead and use it to show off some of the more open world environments outside of little challenge modes that you've got. For those who are wondering, there's a whole story. Not going to get into it because this is not a video about story. This is a video about blowing the hell out of buildings because we can. See those big antenna-looking things in the distance? They're going to be blown up. It's what I love about it. So we're going to blow up the other smokestacks that's here because we've already blown up one. But we're also going to blow up something else. Right, just beyond that, you may see there's a big concrete building. Well, what we're doing is we're demolishing that big concrete building. It's some sort of ore processing plant, apparently. Essentially, the bad guys own it. They don't want us to destroy it because they work for the company, and Well, tough luck. We have explosives and they don't. Or at least they don't have as powerful explosives. So, smokestack taken care of. That means that all we got to do is bring this place down to the ground. Now, your chief weapons really are always going to be your sledgehammer, because, you know, it can break through walls. And in this game, breaking through walls is the norm. And your satchel charges, your demolition charges, your mining charges, whatever kind of charges you want to call them. Either way, they stick to surfaces. And when they stick to something, well, that surface isn't going to be there for much longer. You can detonate them remotely. In the later game, you can absolutely pile up a ton of them in a row. And I mean a ton of them. Okay. Just grab some more satchel charges, or remote charges they're called, from this crate, and we'll get back to demolishing that building. Well, say building, there's not much left of it at the moment. Let's go ahead and put that charge there, detonate that, and there you go. Roof come crashing down. I think we killed all the people that was inside. Okay. But there you go. That's essentially all this game is about. Blowing the hell out of stuff. And it's fun. Because who doesn't enjoy literal mindless destruction? And also destroying an evil army whilst you're at it, because why the hell not, right? An example. Big explosive fuel tank thingies. Okay, so that's a little bit too low. See what I mean? You can see all the various pieces of the scenery just get blatted across the place. Anyway, so the other thing about this is it's also got different game modes. Now what we're looking at now is one of the challenge game modes. Why? Because it's a challenge game mode where the challenge is to blow up as much stuff as possible in as short a time as possible. Who the hell doesn't want to do that? Smokestack? No problem. Big vehicle, hangar, whatever the hell these buildings are called. It's not really a garage. Well, I mean, it could be called a garage. Depot. But I don't care. All that I care is that it's big, it's black, and I'm going to make it fall to the ground. Same with this big-ass bridge here. Except I do make a bit of a foul play here. And, let's see if you can guess when it's about to happen. Damn thing's not falling over. Oh, bloody hell. In case you missed it, I just dropped a 100-foot bridge on my head. But yeah, stuff like this is what it's about. And this is pretty much what most of the video is going to be. The mindless destruction and just showing off this engine. Because I know it's old. I know it's an old game. But it's still so damn cool. You know, being able to come across a building like this, just open up a few salvos, and in no time all you've blown a huge chasm in the side of the wall, and then you just watch as the building crumbles afterwards. It's brilliant. It's glorious. It's gorgeous. And you know, who doesn't want to do this? Be able to just tear buildings limb from limb in a fairly realistic manner. Watching as they crumble, watching as the several parts crumble in midair because something's hit the ground already. Watching as a bridge just collapses onto several buildings and wrecks them instantly. Who the hell doesn't want to do this? And if you're saying, oh no, I don't want to do that, you're lying to yourself. You know you secretly want to go ahead and get a hold of this rocket launcher and just rope and rip on something here. Because it's fun. Nah, I couldn't make that last smokestack fall, but yep, look at it. Just devastation everywhere. Because you can. You know, there's not many games which are out there which I say, the whole point of it is not because it's a good game, not because it's a fun game, not because it's a bad game, not because X, Y, Z. It's just a game because you can. And that's really what this game is. You don't like that building? Destroy it. Why? Because you can. I want to piss off the enemy. How? I know, let's blow up their bridge. Why? Because you can. Pretty much everything stems down from that philosophy of there's a building, you don't like the way it looks, get rid of it. There's a bridge, don't like the way it looks, Just go ahead and blow out one side. Still loading up. And there she goes. As it just collapses into the endless abyss below us. Yeah, there's a building here hanging off the side of a cliff. That doesn't seem too healthy. Let's see if we can get rid of it. Bugger, I missed. Let's see if we can get it this time. But first things first. Big towers first, because big stuff falling is just way cooler. It's not necessarily more points, it's just, it's way cooler to see a big tall thing fall over. You know, seeing the huge concrete struts just get detonated into a million pieces before it collapses in on itself. God, this building does not want to collapse. It's bloody sturdy, that building. Come on. There we go. It's what I love. It's just... it's fun, you know. There's something just guttural about grabbing a big rocket launcher and just saying, nah, you can fall down. You're just looking at just buildings just collapsing on each other, destroying or crushing explosive barrels to the point that they detonate. Or better yet, this is one map that I do like. This is called Pipeline. As you can see, you might have figured out why it's called Pipeline. Because it is, quite literally, a map full of pipelines. Which are kind of brilliant because they overlap one another. Because they overlap one another, that means they can collapse onto each other. Which means you can see these just monstrously huge pipes just fall apart. Oh, there we go. And, ooh, there she goes. It is just devastation to the nth degree, and whilst it isn't for everyone, I know there's going to be some people who really don't actually like this kind of stuff. For those of us that do enjoy it, you have to admit this is heckin'. It's heckin' incredible. Oh, bugger. Okay, that was a bit close. Just nearly crushed myself with a smokestack. Remember, kids, don't go to the Prometheus school running away from things. Roll to the side instead. That fell apart quicker than I thought it would. God. I remember though when this game came out. It was just so damn cool back in the day, because can you think of many games where you can just do this? Where you can just look at a building, like you stare at it hard enough, it'll eventually just do that and just collapse. Huge plumes of smoke and dust and soot and other crap just flying everywhere as you blow a building apart limb from limb. You know, taking out the supporting base of a huge smokestack and watching as it piles just straight through a huge pipeline. Oh, there she goes. Oh, that's gonna cost a bit to repair. Destruction. It's beautiful. It's glorious. It's pandemonious. Anyway, for our last little bits, I've equipped what is called the thermobaric rocket launcher. Why? Because as you can tell, unlike the previous rocket launcher, this has got a slightly bigger bite. By slightly, I mean it has got a godlike destruction radius. As you can see by how it's just absolutely wrecking this just multi-story bridge. Well, multi-story. Whatever the hell it is, it's got two roads and it's falling apart piece by piece. Who the hell cares? You know, just take out the... go ahead and take out the supports. Watch as they collapse. Bob's your uncle. And there they go. Oh, yeah, that's not falling down. Wait, why is that not falling down? There we go. Look at the size of that thing. In no time at all, it's just nothing more than a pile of twisted, destroyed wreckage. It's what I love about this game. It is just so guttural. For nothing more than being guttural. And I respect that. I genuinely respect that. I appreciate that. And more than anything else, I enjoy that. Also, it does kind of make me laugh, because I haven't mentioned too much about it. But there are actually quite a few references in this game to, you know, older games, and obviously I'd recommend just playing this game simply because of the matter of how cool it is. Campaigns, it's good enough, it's brilliant enough. The engine is what really just makes it stand out from, you know, stand out from the crowd. Seriously, go and try this game. Go and find it somewhere, pick it up at like GameStop in a bargain bin or something. Or better yet, buy it on Steam, buy the remastered version and have a whole bunch of fun. But either way, just go out there, enjoy it, and you will understand just how fun this is. But yeah. Big rocket go boom. Oh, God. I do love making a mess. But, yeah. So anyway, that is where I'm going to leave today's video. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Any thoughts or questions, leave them in the form of the comments down below. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, Discord, Twitch and Facebook page, which you can find in the description down below. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more content from me, as always. I'll also try and leave a link to this game in the description on Steam. And well, this has been the 117th Con. Signing off as I always do. Stay safe out there, folks. I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, ta-ra and take care.